walking?
This is like slow YouTuber montage.
Yeah.
Beauty shots of us, like.
Slow-mo walk? You telling me you don't want to slow-mo walk to this song?
All right, enough of that nonsense. What are we really here for today, boys?
Looks like Mike Cox brought out a Bronco and a big
Someone
ramp.
here brought a ramp.
This is high.
It's Dan nipple height.
It's pretty close.
It's over my nipples.
It's something we brought here before.
Mike Cox is here. You've seen this before.
Who are you and what do you bring here today? Oh, hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, how you doing?
What up?
Dude,
Hi, buddy. First, second, third.
we've seen you here a bunch.
Yeah.
We'll go over the truck, but you brought your own ramp. You just carry that thing around with you?
All the time, just on the back, you know?
You just jump that to flat?
Unless you got a Corvette I can land on.
No Corvette, but a couple Audis. A couple BMW E36s that have
There
no...
might be a few of those around
Yeah.
here.
You want to just go full Gravedigger on today's episode?
Can we?
This is what the fans came to see.
Let's talk about what we brought here today. What
Okay.
is this thing?
Check it out, 1990 Ford Bronco.
Look at this camo livery.
Cat camo? Does this have a specific name?
This is our title sponsor, Rip and Dip Clothing. So this is Rip and Dip's print. We decided to make it a livery.
Is that actually mounted up there?
Yeah,
Is that real?
yeah.
Ah, I don't see no lines, bro.
Come here.
Are you Bluetooth nitrous?
Found a real one.
Are you spraying this bad boy?
Yeah.
Let's look at what you're spraying though. I would say pop the hood, but it looks like we got to pull it off.
This is nitrous line.
Yeah, Mike, he's one of us.
That
I mean, for all you guys that don't know, one of our first really successful Hoonigan builds, which is the merch van, it's built by Mike.
And Vince.
And Vince, who's just creeping there in the shadows. What's up, man? You just holding down the fire extinguishers?
Vince reminds me of like every character in Letterkenny.
Dude, we got to pop this hood off because this is
Alright,
one of the
so-
coolest engine bays.
So I decided that we need to put some nitrous on this thing so I can try to spin the tires. They don't spin real well. We got the call to come and do this thing Sunday. And so Monday I went on Summit. I bought a nitrous kit. It was here Tuesday. We put it on yesterday evening, and that's it. What kind of?
You know what I never really noticed about you? Is this like a Jerry curl mullet?
Yeah.
That thing's sweet. Let's look at this thing. Oh, baby. Let's hit me with the side profile.
Full Kenny Powers, man.
Well, what are we working with here? 'Cause
Yeah,
this
so-
header is sick. It's the only thing we care
Yeah,
about.
I don't know. I built this truck getting close to a decade ago, and it's largely unchanged. And I've beat the living crap out of it since then. And it's time for a total rebuild. So everything's coming out of it. That's why we put it on the bottle, because
Don't care if you blow it up.
Smartest thing ever. That is very smart.
Just in case.
that's Vince.
That's great. I glanced over. I thought it was gonna be a picture of a penis,
What's
but
this? What does this mean?
Good friend of ours, Oscar Jackson. They own Jackson Racing. He came over and made sure we put a wideband in this and had the right air-fuel ratio for the nitrous. And he basically
11.4 to 11.8, and then bad and bad on either end. That's amazing.
because as soon as Oscar left, I would have forgot that. So I
Oh
had to
my
write it
God.
down, yeah.
Well, what are we working with? What motor is
This
this?
is just a 6-liter Chevy out of an Escalade or whatever.
Iron block?
Yeah, iron block.
You just put the Corvette valve covers on there just for fun?
Yeah. And they weren't
It's
this.
just completely annihilated
I
them.
have to say they weren't this crispy until it caught on fire. Like what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So this shock hose that's blue, it blew off and it dumped the 3 gallons of hydraulic fluid over the header and caught the engine bay on fire, and it was pretty scary, but it was done and out quick thanks to Blake Wilkie and Kevin Butts.
Yeah, first one's on the scene with fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
I love
Nice.
butts. I said what in the butt.
So this is an 8-to-1 header.
Correct.
Why did you do this crazy header?
Just to learn how to do it. There wasn't a whole lot of information out there at the time. You know, all the header tubes are equal length and they're stepped, and it took some time to figure out.
What are some of the benefits of doing that?
Well, I can tell you the benefit is after we got it back on the dyno, it made 75 more foot-pounds of torque at the tire.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it flowed so much better. It went completely lean and
It sounds better.
sounds cool.
Yeah, it makes for a very unique sound.
Yeah, yeah.
The two cars that come to my mind when you think of like 8-to-1 headers is this Tanner Faust. And I think Darren Parsons has one now too.
Darren does, right? They package it under the transimal so you don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, which is cool, but a little bit of a bummer because this is like such a spectacle. I mean, you pop the
Yeah.
hood and this thing is insane looking. What type of power does it make?
390 wheel.
On 37s?
Yeah.
That's a lot of power. And it has an automatic.
480.
Yeah, so you're losing quite a bit of power from the
480,
flywheel.
10-inch ring gear, trophy truck axles, hubs, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
so it might make like 600 flywheel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not so sure.
What do you got going on for your suspension?
I don't know. It's just stuff I made when I was a kid, dude.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Before I was an adult and had a mullet.
Do you think you've gotten better at building with a mullet, or?
I mean, look at, I had a mullet and now I have like this Bad Daddy Brad shit on here.
Oh man.
So better.
Love the bodywork on it. It's got really cool wide fenders.
Thanks, yeah.
Sick exhaust cutouts.
Why are the front wheels so cambered?
Stance, baby.
Dance, baby.
Is that it?
I think over time, like just jumping the crap out and jumping the crap out, it's just like slowly.
Stop it.
Cambered
Really?
more.
The whole time I was thinking it was because it did better at droop or something.
So no, it does do that. That's a benefit. It goes around corners better. I found that when we used to race this truck, I haven't raced it for years, but we used to race it, and the more camber I put in the front end, the better it went around a corner. And then it doesn't go as much positive on droop. So when it's drooped out, it's not too positive.
When you
Stop filling my ass.
what is this? Let's talk about this front suspension setup, because I know this is called
Twin traction beams.
twin traction
Yeah.
beams.
So for
Which
those
is pretty
that,
unique. These
Yeah.
are unique to Ford, right?
Correct. So those that don't know, Vince and I run the Bronco Factory, and we build Ford Broncos every week. This is a standard Ford Bronco front end that's heavily modified.
You know, you say you're a hack, but you do
Yeah.
things like this, which means like you care.
Yeah, we make sure bolts aren't gonna fall off.
Yeah. Ah! Wait, hold up. This is 4-wheel drive?
Correct.
Holy shit. I didn't realize. I always thought this thing was 2-wheel drive.
Oh, really?
So you got a differential here,
Yeah.
and then it runs what, like?
An axle through the center of that beam to this wheel.
Yeah, but what type of axle? It's not like a CV, it's just like a U-joint?
Yeah, it's just a usual.
Oh,
in there,
shit.
Yeah.
And how much travel do you get out of the front of
the
this?
front, I think it's got 18.
Is that pretty uncommon, four-wheel drive,
it's-
18-inch
it's
travel?
standard, yeah.
Hey, why did you go 4-wheel drive compared to 2? Because, I mean, pre-runner style, most people are doing two-wheel drive, right?
Yeah. Well, one of my customers back in the day, he gave me this truck, and then I worked on his Ford Bronco in exchange for it. And so I guess he didn't give it to me, right? I worked for it, but
Ain't nothing free.
yeah, nothing's free. That was a truck I had at that time, and I decided to start building it. So it was what I had.
All right, cool. Let's take a look at the back. What's the biggest thing you've broken and fixed out in the wild?
I lost the left rear wheel one time. That was fun.
Just lost it?
Yeah, it's just passed me on this side.
Did you have a spare or did you go collect?
No, the whole hub came off everything. Yeah.
I noticed something, you know, you got a lot of nice fab work here. Good
I
job,
wouldn't say
guys.
that,
This is
but okay.
great. And then you got a zip-tied household switch there. What does that control?
Why is that funny, Vince?
It's not funny. That controls a light.
Oh, okay. I was gonna wait for like, it's a fuel pump, fire suppression system.
But you got to remember to turn it off.
Run to the
as it
back,
runs
hit
off
the
that.
light switch.
We're fine tuning here, Dan. What's going on under this thing?
Leaking fuel.
You got, I mean, a little fuel leak, but you know, that's overfilled, right?
Just
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
So it's gonna auto level. Yeah.
That's just more grip for you drifter guys.
So you gonna spray this bad boy for us today?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You were going so much faster than I anticipated. Wow. Dude, this thing flies pretty nice.
That's it?
I missed it. Can you do it again?
Go time, boys.
Holy you guys weren't here for the first one.
Feel the ground shake?
Dude, he's like 100 feet in the air.
I don't think we can go much further.
You want to jump over the Explorer?
I'll jump over whatever you guys want.
I'd rather you jump over your truck just in case.
Well, we could put the Explorer here and then shit Corvette behind it.
That works.
If I land on shit car,
Probably do it a blessing. We're pretty excited to have the Build and Battle Explorer back. This is yours now, right?
Me and Mike share
So
it.
you've given it some love.
And we're finally gonna put it to some good use today by using this ramp, Mike's Bronco, and we're gonna jump over it.
I noticed you guys purposely chose the Chevy product to be the landing.
It's a sled, you know, it's another ramp. that
Oh,
we could-
so there's some thought in this.
yeah, we're engineers.
What's the worst that could happen?
How did we doubt him? How did we doubt him? That was sick.
Wow. Well, sir, you were a madman. I want you to know that we were not actually thinking you were gonna jump it. So we are like, oh, maybe we should move some things. So we were all standing here, and then we just heard engine, and we were like, oh yeah, we probably should move.
Another car.
You wanna do some donuts now?
Actually, we're gonna see if the nitrous blows up the engine because we haven't done this yet.
Oh yeah, great.
I'm arming it. Nitrous arm.
Everybody went inside.
Nitrous backfire?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Literally in between a hard place. Like, I don't know if that was good. You're like, I'm good. Just throwing in extra. Thanks. Yeah, you guys don't need that.
I didn't sign up for that third one.
I mean, look, it's our first truck, but normally you don't want to give a super high score early on. I mean, I don't know if anyone's gonna jump higher than that. No trophy truck I know is gonna send it like that off of ramps. I don't know, 66?
120.
That's 69 for sure. Easy.
Giving him a 67. Best jump we've seen here. Don't think it'll be top. Donuts, a little subpar, but nitrous, good time.
You're not gonna beat that in a jump. You're not gonna beat it in a jump, but he's not gonna beat Ryan and doing donuts, right? So I'd say 66 is good. 66.
Did you guys reinforce the ramp?
With what?
They brought their own ramp.
Yeah, those guys do their own stuff.
That was a hot rod reference, but all right.